So today we leave the beautiful island of Malapascua where we've been really enjoying the diving, and we are heading to Singapore. So it's about 5 or 6 hour trip for us, starting with a boat, a bus, and then a 3 or 4 hour flight on top of that.
5 or 6 hours is a little bit optimistic.
Yeah.
It's pretty choppy on the way over, but our captain's really impressively sailed through the seas and managed to get ourselves a minibus for 200 pesos each, which seems like a pretty good deal. Still on the outskirts of town. And traffic's at standstill. We have a flight in 3 hours time. So I think we're going to be cutting it a little bit fine. We'll see.
So we have managed to get the minibus to chuck us out on a corner much closer to the airport rather than going all the way back to Central or North Bus Terminal, so I'm hoping we have enough time to get to the airport.
We made it!
Country number 10 this trip. Number
country for you?
43.
Inside the aircraft. In case of rapid change in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the compartments above you.
We've arrived in Singapore. Pretty excited to be here because we haven't been to a Western city for 6 months, and Singapore is about as Western as it gets in Asia. We've got things we need to buy, we want to do some shopping, and more importantly, they have amazing food here. So we were too late to get the public transport, but we managed to jump in a shuttle bus, which was $9 each, into town. But it's 1 AM, so I think we're just going to go to sleep.
So we've been out this morning on an errand to get our poor destroyed bags changed, and we're also doing a bit of shopping, looking for some diving equipment and stuff. So we weren't going to vlog, and we've just happened to have stumbled across one of the places that we wanted to vlog about, but we don't have our gear. So we're going to do it on our phone anyway. This is Thai pork noodles, which received 1 Michelin Star, and it is literally just like a basic street food out there. So we're pretty hopeful that this is going to be some quite amazing food in Singapore. So we ordered one each of the two main dishes that they do. I have no idea what to expect other than it's pork noodles. So these look like yellow egg noodles with minced pork, sliced pork, some dried fish, a pork ball, and something that we're not usually huge fans of, which is liver. So I have a small piece of everything plus some noodles, and let's see what all the fuss is about. So the liver is surprisingly nice. It's just soft and slightly gamey and not too over. So the pork mince is fine, it's pork mince, but there's nothing really amazing about it in itself. And the sauce is spicy and fragrant, but still not quite as like fragrant and flavorful as I've come to expect from Vietnam, for example.
So I have something really similar to Alex's, but it's more of a soup than a dry mix. Quite a light broth, not like strongly flavoured at all. The meat's really nice and tender. I think it needs seasoning. So the food was good, but not amazing.
Yeah, like I did enjoy my noodles, but if I'm totally honest,
We definitely had better in Vietnam.
yeah, a lot better. To get a Michelin star, I would have thought that you'd have to have a lot of different elements of the dish, all perfectly balanced and things working very well, you know, each individual ingredient speaking for itself. And while it does kind of do that to a certain extent, for me it was just missing things. You know, very rich sauce, but then no kind of acidity or sweetness.
But to put it into perspective, each bowl was 6 Singapore dollars, which is about £3. Yesterday we paid $10 for a drink, so a non-alcoholic drink, I will point out.
Good value, good
Yeah.
food, really tasty, but for a Michelin star, I always expect a little bit more.
So after a very rushed shopping trip, we've got changed and we're trying to get ourselves a Singapore Sling at sunset with a view over the city. But we're in a massive rush and the sun's going to go down in about 10 minutes. Got a Singapore Sling! So all a little bit rushed earlier, but we...
It's crazy rushed.
We were in Marina Bay Sands, obviously quite expensive, but we paid 20 Singapore dollars pre-entry to get up there, and then that credited towards a drink, so...
Which was good, because 2 Singapore Slings was 54 Singapore dollars.
So a little bit expensive for 2 drinks. The view was insane. Really
View was amazing
really good view.
back
And
over the
to be honest,
city.
that's what you pay for. There's an observation tower which you can pay more for and not get a drink. But we got to try our Singapore Slings too.
And it's my favourite cocktail, which is good, because it's the most expensive one.
So it's our final day in Singapore today. We haven't got very much time. We feel like perhaps we haven't quite done Singapore justice because we spent a lot of time shopping.
But for stuff that we wanted or needed.
We were told there's a few places we need to go. Little India, Arab Street, Chinatown and the Bay. So we have 3 hours to try and tick these 4 things off.
That is Little India, and it does smell in some ways like India, as in I can smell incense and stuff, but it doesn't smell as bad as India can smell. As in, I think Singapore has a better drainage system, but otherwise all the sights and smells very similar to India. I can see where it gets the name.
here are really fun. They're all different colours and little short ones rather than the high rises that you see up in the city. It's cool. It does really remind me of India.
So we are in the Arab quarter. There's stuff here like a mosque, and we are back at a restaurant that we popped into the other night, which was like an amazing surprise to us. It's called Zamzam. They have a speciality which is called murtabak, described to me as like Indian Muslim pizza. This is murtabak. This is like our favourite food find so far in Singapore. It's just so tasty. It's like flatbread with like omelette egg layer, like curried chicken and vegetables, and then it's folded up a bit like a kind of Indian pizza, calzone type thing, and it is fantastic. Dipped in sauce. It's so good. It makes me so happy. This is super tasty and I love it, and I would definitely come back here. Thank you very much. That's all excellent. Very good. Thank you.
So next stop, the bayfront by day, because we've only seen it in the night time. We're going to grab the MRT, so when we arrived we got 3-day tourist pass for $20. Super easy to get around, it's really easy to follow. So we made it down to the promenade, which is Marina Bay Sands behind us, and the waterfront. This is where we came last night to watch sunset and where we failed to watch the light show, but we thought we'd come back in the daytime to see it. It is really impressive, and I don't know if you can tell from here, but basically Marina Bay Sands, the top floor looks like a boat. So this is Marina Bay Sands shopping centre. It has the biggest chandelier we have ever seen. It looked really spectacular last night when we walked through here. Apart from looking at that, we cannot afford to buy a single thing in this shopping centre.
I guess we found Chinatown. So we are on the second floor of the Hong Kong complex, not Hong Kong, Chinatown complex, looking for Liao Fan Hong Kong soya chicken, which is supposed to be the original Michelin 1-star street food restaurant here in Singapore. I hope that it's going to be better than our last experience, which was a little disappointing.
We found it. It's got a huge queue, even bigger than the queue the place we went to yesterday. So fingers crossed, that means good things.
We have 2 plates of chicken, one with rice, one with noodles. And it looks like a fairly simple dish. It's starting with noodles. So the chicken itself is beautifully moist. And the noodles are also really good. A nice bit of bite. I don't know what more there is to say. It's chicken and noodles with some soy sauce. I guess, like yesterday, perhaps I was expecting a more complete dish. And it's simple, it's nice, but I don't think it's anything to write home about.
So if I'm honest, I've been a little bit disappointed by the Michelin Star street food in Singapore. I think we've had way better food. Probably Vietnam's been the best food for us, and India.
I think of the 2 Michelin Star street food places that we ate in Singapore, I would probably rank them at least in the bottom third of most of the street food places that we visited.
Yeah.
Like, they're okay. It's alright, but
Hanoi has much
they're
better
just-
street food.
the dishes just feel like they are not complete.
We are running really late. We have a flight to catch, so we're going to finish the vlog there, and we're going to pick it up tomorrow when we will be in Thailand. So
And thank you for watching.
don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'll see you next time.
I'm not sure about this liver. Where's the liver?
Through. It was missing the freshness of some of the herbs from the dishes we had in Vietnam. I felt that they were... I think the Michelin inspectors, when they were loaded on Singapore Sling, must have been so excited with themselves that they were brave enough to eat outside of a stuffy, sanitary, ridiculously clean Western French restaurant that they gave something a star. It's
Anyway.
weird.